Welcome everybody to a look at a Radiance Films release that I have been meaning to get around to but just haven't had the time, and it is 1962's Le Combat dans l'Île. And now this is directed by Alain Cavalier, who also did Fill Up with Super, and it's a drama thriller clocking in at 104 minutes long. Stars Jean-Louis Trinidad, who I've probably mispronouncing that name, but regardless, he was in the really rather great films The Great Silence, Il Paso, So Sweet So Perverse, and The Sunday Woman. The Sunday Woman and Il Paso also being released by Radiance Films. And this is about the charismatic, surly son of a wealthy industrialist called Clement, who leads a double life as a member of a right-wing extremist organisation. When he's ratted out after a failed assassination attempt on a prominent politician, Clement and his long-suffering wife Anne flee Paris to the idyllic country home of his childhood friend, the pacifist printmaker Paul. As affection blossoms between Paul and Anne, the emotional as well as political tensions soar and eventually explode. So this is a far better effort from the other film that I already mentioned about from the director, which was Fill Up with Super. As despite this also featuring a character that is totally unlikable, this does at least have two other characters you can sympathise with, whereas Filler Up with Super was just mostly filled with characters that I neither could relate to or like or anything like that. So yeah, that is one positive this has over that film. The cast is also great. It is well paced. The cinematography is on point. The score is absolutely excellent. It is overall engrossing, and the final act has some decent tension. So yeah, it's by no means a perfect film. You can certainly see where the plot is going in some regards. And yeah, there are certain expected consequences to certain actions that really aren't, all too surprising. But overall, a really, really good effort, and yeah, far better than the director's follow up with Filler Up with Super, which came about 14 years after. Which, yeah, not sure what happened to his, talent or whatever between this and that film, but yeah, that's nowhere near as promising as this was. So I'd have expected Philip was Super to come before this, but yeah, this is definitely a case of starting out being better than concluding your career. Because yeah, this is truly really really rather good, and yeah, far more engrossing than I anticipated it to be. So we have the disc on there with a really nice purple color, and as per usual with Radiant Films releases, you do get a reversible artwork, which I like just as much as the normal one that we've got on the front. Although this is one does kind of remind me of maybe a Jean-Pierre Melville film, another French director. Maybe like something like The Samurai or something like that. But still, really nice artwork either way. And as per usual, we also get the little bit of slip that goes over the artwork when you initially buy these. So yeah, it's only a PG, but it's hardly something I'd recommend to anyone under 16 or anything like that, because yeah, there are some dark elements to it. It's got quite some political moments to it as well. So yeah, might only be rated a PG because it's not particularly violent, but it does have mostly adult orientated themes. And yeah, in terms of extras on the disc, we get the likes of a commentary called Playing Dead, which is a featurette by Cavalier himself. Then we get interview with the star Jean-Louis Trinidad, which is, and then we get the succulence of fruit, an interview with French critique Philippe Roger. Then we get Un-American, a Cavalier's first short film. Then we get France 1961, another short film by Cavalier. Then we get a gallery trailer, optional English subtitles, and a reversible sleeve that we've already seen, as well as a booklet, which again has shots from the film, like per usual with these Radiance Films releases. And inside we've got the cast and crew for both the feature film and the short film Un American. Then we also get classicism and modernity in The Combat dans l'Île by Ben Sachs. Then we get A Tale of Fascism and Pacifism from 2023 by Marnie Sharp. Then we get the Nouveau Vague on Working with Alain Chevalier by Pierre Lehom from 2008. Then we get transfer notes and credits. So it's actually had a 2K and 2K. It's been scanned in 2K and restored and color graded by Gaumont. In additional color correction was performed by Radiance Films in 2023. So yeah, I think there's been a little bit of a mistake in terms of spelling. I don't know why it says Gaumont in then full stop. Should surely say Gaumont in addition color correction was performed by Radiance Films, but maybe I'm just reading that wrong. But yeah, still a really, really good film. Not just because it's better than Fill Her Up with Super or because I enjoyed it more than that, just because it's a generally good film in its own right. A good mix of the drama and thriller genres while having a good amount of political tensions in between the two lead characters. And yeah, even though the lead character himself isn't particularly likable, you do at least sympathise with his wife and Paul himself. So yeah, really, really good effort. 4 out of 5 as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, much better than Fill Her Up with Super, which I'm glad I didn't buy after renting it because I really didn't enjoy that all that much at all, quite frankly. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you've seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.